Hey, what's up? Sam here. Today, we're gonna take a look at the One Netbook OneMix 3S Plus. As you would probably tell from the name, the model is not going to be a huge upgrade from its predecessor, OneMix 3S. If you are wondering what the specs like on the 3S Plus model, I will just put it here on the screen. You can check it out. The biggest improvement from the 3S is that they've updated the CPU to Intel Core i3 10110Y. Not sure if I read the name right. Anyway, that means the 3S Plus should be more powerful and has a better performance than the Mix 3S. We'll get to that a little bit later. But first, let's take a look at some of the other things. The box comes with the Mix 3S Plus, user manual, warranty card, this paperwork, 30-watt PD charger, and a Type-C cable. As for the stylus pen, you have to buy it separately if you want. The Mix 3S Plus I got is in a sleek pink finish. I really love how smooth, solid, and polished it is. With this color, it's not easy to get the fingerprints or smudges either. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. It's pink. For this, people who don't favor the pink color, don't worry, there is a black color for you to choose from. Just check the link in the description. As for the ports, it remains the same as the Mix 3S, which includes a 4-function USB-C TIP card slot, a USB 3.0, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a micro HDMI. Given the small size, I would say this is the most portable computer you'll ever find. You can either put it in your pocket, if your pocket is big enough, or some jam-packed backpacks. Now, let's talk about the user experience. So first of all, the keyboard. It's really small as you would guess, and because of that, the keyboard layout has changed. I would say I'm really not a big fan of it. The missing touchpad, the tiny space bar, the relocated type key. Oh man, that just feels so awkward to use. Maybe I will need more time to get used to it. But what else can we do, right? Obviously, no company ever can fit a standard keyboard layout into a netbook-sized keyboard. At the same time, it comes with some handy features like the fingerprint unlock and the backlit design, which is good for typing when the lights out. Overall, I would say the keyboard is not ideal, but usable. Maybe with more time you will get used to it. But maybe you don't have to worry that much about the keyboard because the display is touchable, which gives you less time to use the keyboard. You can always touch the screen to choose whatever you want. Even better, it has a stylus pen if you choose to order from Geekbuying. The pen has 4096 level high pressure sensitivity, which makes it easy to create thin or thick lines while writing, sketching, or drawing. I quite enjoy using the pen. It's a lot of fun and there is no noticeable lag from my test. I just love it. As for the performance, the OneMix 3S Plus is not a toy. I ran some heavy apps like Adobe Premiere Pro on it. Oh man, it handles 4K videos without any issues, let alone 1080p videos or other tasks. I haven't done any game testing on it since I'm not a big fan of gaming, but I assume that it would be no problem either. What I'm trying to say is that the OneMix 3S Plus is a serious computer that happens to be in an ultra-portable form factor. It's just powerful. However, I have to mention one downside that usually comes with this kind of netbook is the thermal issue. I do feel it's a little bit warm after some heavy computing tasks. The fan is a little bit loud too, but yeah, not overly unbearable though. So to conclude, should you buy the OneMix 3S Plus? In terms of specs and performance, I don't see this netbook lost to any other competitors or even some notebooks or computers. Whether you want to use for light office or heavy tasks, it handles all of them. But there was one thing that confused me. Why would anyone buy this? It sells at $800 US, which is not cheap. With the same amount of money, there are plenty of standard-sized laptops for you to choose from. And you don't have to deal with the work with the keyboard, the thermal issue, those. Until one day, a coder friend told me that he really loved this kind of Windows OS-based pen-sized netbook. You see, it has a HDMI port, so when in the office, just connect it to a big monitor to code. After work, just plug off and put the netbook into pocket and take it to wherever he wants. Since it's really small and lightweight, he doesn't even need a backpack. and he can finish work at home or even during travels when urgent. He needs a highly portable and a Windows OS based computer, and netbooks like the Mix 3s Plus fits him perfectly. So in this way, for the specific niche, one netbook seems to have succeeded quite nicely. Alright, that's the video. I hope it has helped you in some way. If portability is your first concern and you do need a Windows-based netbook to do your work, or you just think this is a fun product and you want to give it a whirl, then definitely this Xiaomi Mix 3s Plus is worth looking at. For more, you can check out the link in the description. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, please click right here to subscribe. I'm Sammy. See you next time.